Hello everyone, Corn here and welcome to my channel. We're up in the craft room again. I had some things I wanted to show you and thought we may do some together. First off, I was making these flowers here. Remember, I'm working on a project for a friend of mine. And I went ahead and made leaves out of quite a few different colors of greens. There's a yellow green, blue green, Kelly green, pastel green, so that she can use these with these flowers if she wants, or the flowers that's within this box. Remember, I haven't decorated it yet, but I've made these for her too. I've got some die cuts in here that she can mess with underneath that group, but these go in here. They have the diamond dust on them. They have the it's a brad in the middle, and well, these have the diamond dust, and then this one has some glitter on it that I got at Ross. They come in, since I'm up here I can show you, they come in these containers, and I just thought that was so gorgeous, and I love how it turned out. And they come, I don't know if y'all are familiar with these. You get like 7 or 8 in a box, and Ross has them for a really good deal. I've had those for a while. And then this one is Martha Stewart glitter on that one. And that's here. I got this at Tuesday morning like 3 years ago. So I like Martha Stewart stuff. So it's, and then what I'll do next is just go ahead and put a little bit of paper shred here, make a belly band, and decorate it. Now what I made first for this one to decorate with the belly band was that flower. And I thought, oh, okay, that looks great. That is, this is actually a white paper, and then I put the wilted violet distress oxide on it, and then the brad in the middle, I wanted it to look good with the wood, quote unquote, paper. So but then when I was making them, I found this, which is the darker shade here, and I thought, uh-oh, that looks really good too. I kind of like the look of that one too, so I'm not sure which way I will go. And the recipient, if she wants, she can go ahead and, you know, if she's not into the belly band or anything like that, she can go ahead and remove this from the belly band and use it on a card if she wants. Like I said, I'm not sure which one I'll be doing, but I wanted to show y'all what sparked me doing these guys besides the belly band. I'll show you. I have some that are flat without any glitter at all because I like the way they look. And this one has the brad in the middle, has 4 little hearts. Speaking of hearts, this one is on a bright pink paper, and then I put the is it crush? No, what is it? Picked raspberry and distress ink around it. We have this one. I think this light is going to show you that diamond dust. The recipient of this is going to, I hope she likes it, because mostly she's a Winkestella and a Stickles lady. So hopefully she'll like the diamond dust. The interesting thing about this one, if you can see, I don't know if I can get it close enough. When you're working, this is with the wilted violet distress oxide, and each time if you put anything, this is on some of these I used, let me see, barely art glue, and then this one though, on some of my other ones I used the glossy accents. And when it hits it, see, it changes the color because of the reaction with the oxide. And I kind of like it. I don't know if you can see that. It's a lot more pinky lavender when that happens. This brad is from Bo Bunny. And these guys, let me show you. These guys, the adhesive I used was the Distress Collage Medium. And I learned these are 3 layers on these flowers. And I learned that if you use this medium, the petals have a tendency to stick down. So I had to come while it was still wet and pull them up, as you see, to give it, to show that that has dimensions. Now, like I said, these small ones are going to be going to my friend. But the bigger ones, 10 of these, are going to be going in a giveaway. And I will, show you which ones, and I'll show you the leaves that are going to go with them and all that good stuff. Well, you just saw them. Okay, I didn't know they were in frame, but they are, okay. And so yeah, I'll show you which ones that I will pick out for the giveaway. And these are all the leaves that go with them, and all these different colors of green. And we've got, this one is the ink on this is called Victorian Velvet. I forget the ink on this one, but you've got all these colors. These have been, as you see, these have been worked on with this guy. We're going to do one of those this morning. And what I will put in the middle here is a foam. Some foam in there so that they can, because they stick up so much. And then this one. And this one I love because the ink on this is pearlized. This guy. Then this is a pale pink. I love this pink paper, and with spun sugar on it. So I've left some of them flat, some of them I've used, tried to give them dimension. And this one has, let me think, what is, I think it's something about a mermaid, yeah, Mermaid Lagoon ink on this one with a little cameo brad in it. You'll see quite a few purple and lavender because of the projects I've been working on too. But and there's this one with the pearl. This guy, as you saw before. Okay, so we're going to place all these back here so that I can do what I need to do. And what will happen with the giveaway is there'll be 5 that are dimensional and 5 that are flat. Okay, so let me sit down for this. And I got this die. This is the flowers we're working with. I got this die months ago and from Amazon. And I don't know if that helps whatsoever, because it might be where it came from instead of the Amazon code. But I think what I put in the search was just flower dyes. And I like this one. Normally I don't go this large, as you know. A lot of my projects are smaller. But I thought this was absolutely fun and pretty, and I liked that it had 3 layers to the flower. And you don't have to make it all 3 layers, as you know. But I've done it especially for the giveaway. And what I thought we would do, and like I said, this is the diamond dust that I'm using. This is from Floral Craft, and this is from Amazon as well. Like I said, I don't know if that means anything. And what I do, if I'm going to give it dimension, is I go ahead and I think I showed you before. This is very, very reflective, but this is an older mouse pad that I was going to donate. And it just hit me. Oh, you can see the glitter on that, can't you? It hit me, you know, that would be a much better surface and pad to work on or work with than what I was doing. I was taking, remember how we could get these little foam sheets from Dollar Tree? Well, I'd do like, you know, the whole, if they sold them like in 12 or something, I'd use all 12 of them, you know, and, or sometimes you see I'd cut them and just stack them up, but, you know, after a while. But I still keep this because, see, some of my ink came off on the blue one. So I was like, I don't want it on here, so sometimes I do that too, but you can see I bear down so hard that it kind of messes with the foam as well. But I thought maybe we'd do a blue one, and that's going to be our brad center. And I've got several more over here. And what I do first is, see, these are cut really close to, that does have the hole in the center for your brad. And of course, you know, you don't have to use that. You can go ahead and, you know, put your gem or flatback pearl or whatever you want, but I'm kind of having fun. There was a time I didn't work a whole lot with brads, but now I like them, and I went on Amazon last night to see some other ones they may have, and I was like, oh, I think these are prettier, but I've had these off and on. So I'm going to show you first what I do with this large one, and for time-wise, I've already got another one sitting over here, but this is the Broken China in Distress Oxide. And since these are so, you know, kind of flimsy, I kind of hold it like so, and just do that, just to give it a little bit of shading and color on the tips of the petals. And you can do it as dark or as light as you want. I just think it's kind of fun to do like so. And I do it on all three of these, okay? But to save some time, we're going to set this aside. And I already did one of them. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and get out my stylus, and you all have seen me do this before. Let me make sure that I'm in frame. Yes. And we're just going to, with these, a lot of times I'll just go ahead and do, you know, the end. But with these nice long petals, I'll start with doing the end. You can round it up like so, and then I come down like this, okay? And doing this with all of them. In fact, I should have done, save some time, I should have done those guys and just left this one to show you all, but again, I should have done my planning a little better. And I don't, like I said, I don't know how to make this really, really fast here. Although I think it's so funny when people do that and they still talk with this darling little chipmunk. voices. I love that. So if you're bored right now, I understand. Working with all this glitter, and like I said, a lot of it was the diamond dust on the ones for the, well, it's only the diamond dust on the ones for the giveaway, but the other ones I did for my friend, it kept reminding me of this wonderful tag that I watched, I don't know, it was about a year ago or maybe less, that this couple was doing. She had asked her husband to do it with her, and he was basically a quiet man, and he was real nice. He was helping with the, she answered most of the questions, but she'd look at him from time to time like, honey, what do you think? And like I do with Handsome sometimes, and and it was so cute that they came to this one question on the tag, and every time I need a giggle, I think of this. The question was, where is the oddest place that you ever found glitter? And she laughed because she knew the answer, but she laughed and she said, I use a lot of glitter. And she looked over at him, and he looks and he goes, the bed. So maybe she was crafting in her 90s or something, and glitter got on her and then got in the bed. I just thought that was hilarious. Oh, mercy. And sometimes life just, you're like, whoa, this is some heavy-duty stuff we're dealing with, and sometimes I need to think of. And his face was perfect. I mean, it was so, he was so cute, and just like, oh, I found glitter in the bed. Like, man, you believe that? I thought that was darling. I didn't ask Handsome that question, because he would say the dining room table, because a lot of times that's where, all the time actually, that's where I go ahead and do my unpackaging of my Happy Mail and Friend Mail. So yeah, there is glitter on the, we've seen, he has, and so have I, seen glitter on the dining room table. How about you guys? You all want to weigh in? If you all want to weigh in where the oddest place you've seen glitter is in your home. Now, the dining room table in the past wouldn't have been too strange for me, because there was one time in my life where, it was before paper crafting though, it was when I was doing fine artwork, that the dining room table was my art table, That's where I did everything, and then I'd have to clean up everything when we'd eat, before we'd eat. That was the only spot available, There was no art table, there was none of that. Okay, so we've got these 3 done. So we're going to do one like that to save some time. And then we're going to do this pink one. There's the brad for that. I think that's Bo Bunny brad as well. And we're going to do that. We're going to keep that one flat, okay? And let me put this back. think we're going to use the picked raspberry on that one. Because what I do is I take a piece of scrap. This is, of course, where I did the die cuts. And I take the scrap and I put different inks on them. This one is from Dilutions. I have it in one of the tiny ones like I have the picked raspberry. And it's called, let me see, that one was called Bubblegum. Okay, and that's what I thought would be great with this pink, but then that's the pink raspberry, which I thought was prettier. This is a little darker. That's what I do. I take this gets recycled, and I take them out of my recycling trash can and to see which would be the best. I need to put my hair up, y'all. It's getting warm in here because I've got the door shut so we can keep it nice and peaceful. And so let's do this. And first off, we're also going to have to get rid of these guys. There we go. Alrighty. I'm going to try to keep this light. I like the lighter look. Since I have the other, and this one's so dark, I'm going to try to keep this kind of light. Yeah. And what I do, here's me drawing curtains. And what I do sometimes is, since I don't want it dark at all, I'll just kind of blot it on an extra piece of paper so that I can keep it light. I thought I would do the flowers for this next giveaway because Valentine's Day is coming up, and I thought, you know, a lot of times we do flowers and candy. I always think of Valentine's Day as for my, you know, your sweetie, your sweetheart. So I'm not going to be sending out my Valentine cards this year. I'm doing the giveaway instead and sending flowers. I've learned not to send candy in a giveaway because what happened, I like to send chocolates and stuff. And what happened to me was I had sent someone, you know, because quite a few of my subbies are from warm climates like Florida and Arizona and places like that. And I was like, oh, I'm going to send some chocolates. And, you know, even in the winter, it's still warm. And they said I couldn't eat them because they were all melted. Sitting in that mailbox, got them all melty. Okay, see, we're keeping it light. Okay, so we've got these three done. Since it is flat, all we need to do now is put them together. But with these, you know, normally you just, if it's everything's the same, you just kind of go like so, and it well, and this time it'll match up. But sometimes it doesn't always match up with these guys the way you want them. But that looks good. Or do I want these bigger ones up here? Let's see. I usually play around. See, that's not matching up. Half is matching up and the other half isn't. So let's see what that does. Okay. Better. And then, gotta get my holes lined up. And then this one. Okay. And then this darling little pink brad. Okay. Alrighty, so this one, and then we'll put our diamond dust on that in a minute. And then back to our blue one. And we're going to go like so. Let me match them up. Okay. Oops. And then this one. Oh, there they are. Well, they're not matching up perfect here in the center. Hold on. No, that's not where it's supposed to be. There we go. And then I did the diamond shape for this one. Okay. Alrighty. Let me make sure y'all know I'm persnickety. Alrighty. And so we've got the pink and the blue to work with for our diamond dust. And like I said, I'm going to be working with my glossy accents this time. I know some people use the art glitter glue, are more comfortable with that. Some are more comfortable with the Barely art glue, but I'm going to use my glossy accents this time. And speaking of that, I'm going to turn this paper over. I'm going to get from Dollar Tree our little silver spoons to put the diamond dust on with. And the thing is, I did go on YouTube. I've done these before, but I did go on YouTube to see if there were any hints about using the diamond dust. And there are cautions out there because this is, as you see on the back, this is glass, y'all. That's why it is so important for no one under 18 to use it, because you do have to be careful. They warn you to be very careful with your eyes and your skin and everything. But the thing is, it's like Diane with Crafting with Fury was saying, be careful when it goes on, but once it's on, see, you can do that. But I did see some people here on YouTube that were taking their hands, and I don't do that. I err on the side of caution. I always have. So, because you don't want it on you and then maybe wipe your eyes or something, and you don't want that to happen. So, I don't want that to happen with regular glitter either. So please be careful when you use it. Like I said, some people weren't and they were fine. We're working with glass here. Once it's adhered on your paper, it's fine. But I personally think you should be a little bit cautious, okay? And so with my, oh wait a minute, I need to get one of my, there we go. With my glossy accents, what I do, and of course everybody does things differently, and I'm very glad for that. Let's do this one first. So what I do is on the edges, is I just come and do like just a little squiggly line. And not on the top though, on the very top petals, I kind of, if that makes any sense, I kind of do an M, which gives it more a veiny look, you know, to the petals. I hope you can see that. I hope let me look up. I hope I was in frame, guys. If I'm not, I'll make sure I am on the pink one. Let me do this just to make sure. Okay. I've got to make sure I've got it on there, on all the petals. Okay. Alrighty. And then I'm just going to spoon some on. Now, some YouTubers that work with this actually take something, anything, and kind of push it in. I personally don't do that. And then I do take have little tweezers, brush it off a little, tap it for excess, and there's your blue. Okay. And then, as we all do with our glitter, put this back so I can reuse it in a second. And then the pink one, you know, I like this one best. I do. Same thing. I'm just going to give little squigglies on the ones in the bottom, and then oh, I hope you can see this. I hope I'm in frame. Yes, okay. Alrighty. Let me just make sure that everybody's got some on them. Alrighty. Always have to wipe that top of my bottle off or it gets really icky. And I have to make sure I go right down to the bottom of the petals. And that's how the pink comes out. So that the coverage of the diamond dust isn't 100%. You know what I mean? That you still get to see the paper and you still get to see some of the ink, you know, like this without anything glittery on it. But that's how that one turns out. And I thought we'd just do a couple and together, because, especially for a giveaway, I always think it's fun if you do a craft with me on a giveaway, if it's handmade, so that the person, I had the person once say in a giveaway, I saw this, that she was so sweet. She said, I saw her make this. And I don't know about y'all, but I think it's a little more fun, you know, if you see somebody make, it doesn't have to be all of them, but make some of them. So I thought we would just do that. Let's do these guys here since they were front and center. We did those together. And I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.